Don't forget to hit that like button already. I don't know where the horizontal people went. They're gone already. However, we are back. Yeah, that's right. We're back. Good evening. Good evening, missus. You're going to say good evening to the fine people watching on either? This is Ollie. Says good morrow, fine humans.
Good evening.
How are we all? I hope we're well. As you can see, there is a bit of a foam cutting off the side of Chrissy's face at the moment. That's simply due to the fact that we're trying a bit of a new build angle. So if you see here, there we go. That's what we're going with. So we can just see a bit more of it, a bit better at a different angle. What do you think? Think it looks better? I think so. They got a bit more of it. If it's on the horizontal or the vertical, it doesn't really matter. If you haven't hit the like button yet already, what are you even doing? What are you even doing? Because we're back building once again the Beauty and the Beast castle, the Lego Disney set that my dear wife here got for her birthday. You've had a bit of a long day today, haven't you, dear? You've been out and about, played pool, had a fry up, been to the dentist, seen your actual father and your ex-stepfather. It's been a long day, isn't it?
Been a long day.
Yeah, speaking to your mic, dear. Speaking to your mic.
So it's been a long day. You told me to move the mic over here. So.
Yeah, but if you're not going to speak directly into it, speak up so it can hear you.
What's this?
Well, that's...
Why is
That doesn't... It appears there's been a cat running across your Lego.
Never.
Yeah, it has. There's been a cat. So, from what I can discern, there's about 21, maybe 22 stages in this set. So, we're on stage 7 now. So, it's going to be quite the build, really, isn't it? And I think tomorrow, once again, we're going to have to move the camera again. But do you want to just get building? Do you want to go for it? Because people will appear as they appear on the vertical or the horizontal. Hello, vertical stream. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel. And I'll do a live subscriber checkup throughout the evening, see where we're at. We're at 21:35 at the start of the night. And we'd love to get to 21:40. So if 5 people throughout the course of the evening could hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, we would really, really appreciate each and every one of you as we build this tale as old as time, as they say. You're going to put the stickers on. I still can't believe for a £240 set, they gave you a sticker sheet. I can't. I just think that that's a bit of a pee-take. I do. I think at that price point, when you're electing to purchase sets at that, they should be providing solely printed pieces. I mean, look, they managed to do it with the windows. They're printed, so I don't know why they couldn't just...
Yeah, and these guys, look.
Well, yeah, that's Cogsworth's face.
Yeah, Cogsworth and Lumiere's face are printed.
I am Lumiere.
Well, they don't want to do it to everything, because then it would cost them more money.
Ollie, that's a very, very good question. I don't know the answer to it.
We've got to spin it.
You got to spin it. So they can see the outside. See, I'd love to have got the camera down even lower and almost deadpan straight on, but I don't know how to work that at the moment. I'm probably going to spend a bit more time on it tomorrow, but it's a bit of a different angle, like I said.
He says that every day.
But I actually did change it today.
You moved it down a bit.
Yeah, I've completely re-angled it. So that they can actually not just see a top down. They got a bit of an angle.
Yep.
I didn't do a thing.
Yes, you did. You're touching things again.
Yep. That's because I like to, keep the stream looking good.
Stop touching.
No. I shan't. I think that this set is not going to be as big as the box made it out to be. Having been looking at the state of everything. We're getting some hearts over on the vertical stream, so thank you for hearting.
It was probably Ollie.
Well, no, he's on the horizontal.
He's probably flitting.
And it's not like I haven't sent the stream URL for the horizontal out to the regulars. I think they're just being rude.
Maybe it's because it's a nice day.
I mean, it is a nice day. It is a nice
They're all
day.
sitting in their garden.
Well, not many people. I mean, look, Shalini and Vaughan don't actually have a garden.
Well, they're probably down the pub.
Well, I don't know. I can't get WhatsApp on my laptop, or else if I could show you what Vaughan sent me earlier on. He made hot cross bunnies this morning, and John wasn't impressed. John wasn't impressed with Vaughan's hot cross bunnies.
I did hear something about that last night.
But you know what? I was very, very impressed with Vaughan's hot cross bunnies. Was that me? No.
That was the weather.
The weather. Is the weather sending you messages now?
Oh yeah, the weather does send me messages.
Directly from up there?
Tomorrow, apparently highs 14 to 16.
That actually sounds like it'd be pretty nice.
It was that today anyway.
Yeah,
so.
it was t-shirt weather again. Beats and Tapes has made it in before, like Julian Dredd and everybody. Good evening, sir.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right? So if you haven't already, please hit the like button.
It's because the sheep told him.
But yeah, this is looking very, very good as it stands. And I will say, for the purposes of the stream, babe, your nails are still looking very glamorous.
Oh, thank you.
They're very shiny and sparkly. Glamorous indeed. And that's where you in the chat are meant to hit the like button and provide a compliment. Beat says, big up my women. You are 100% women again. And I think what Beats and Tapes is referring to is...
when Ben told me, I just went, really?
Is the Supreme Court ruling. And look...
Did we need that to be ruled?
I don't think we did need that to be ruled. But do you know what? I'm going to put it out there. I find it ridiculous that this fight ever happened in the first place. You know? I find the whole thing ridiculous, and I don't want to dwell on it, especially on this channel, because it's not really the place for it.
I can say, I am woman, hear me roar.
Yeah, but the thing is, you haven't not been able to say that. That's the point. This is why I think this entire argument was always completely ridiculous, and the fact that they've paid probably tens, if not hundreds of thousands of pounds for solicitors and gone to the Supreme Court, and that's not on right. At the back, look, there's something going on there. What is going on with that? Ah, there we go. B Brick says, finally made another stream. Big ups on the nails and castle progress. Bag 7, well done. BR Brick there. That's to you.
Thanks.
That's to you. How are you, BR Bricks? Hope you're well. It's a lovely Thursday evening. Ollie says protecting women's spaces in sports isn't ridiculous. And like I said, I don't really want to go into it on this channel, but that's not what I think is ridiculous. That isn't what I think is ridiculous. It's not really the place for it, but you know, I've always been of the opinion that someone can identify however the hell they damn well please. And they can live their best life to however the hell they damn well please. Up to a certain point. And that point has always been when them doing that imposes on the rights, freedoms, decisions, or choices of others. Like if you want to dance around and call yourself a unicorn, you feel free. You say you be the best damn unicorn you can be. I've always said that. However, don't make me say that you are a unicorn. That's where the line is drawn for me. But, you know, I'm not going to go out of my way to be nasty to people who want to identify as other things.
Unicorn.
But there's just no point, is there? There's no point in going out of your way to be nasty to people for the sake of it.
I think your point is that it shouldn't have even come to the point that it did.
Yes.
I think that is your point. It's sad that in today's day and age that we even need anything like that to go to a court.
Exactly.
To be decided upon.
Exactly.
That's the ridiculousness of it.
Exactly. And Like I said, that's always been my position. My position is that people should be able to live their life as they see fit, up to a point.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes me angry, that you get these women that go through all their lives training to be an athlete, and then men that transition into women who we all know are biologically stronger come along and completely wipe the floor with them.
Yeah, and I think that is unfair.
Yeah, and these women are just completely knocked out, and that can't be fair. That can't be right.
I agree. I agree that in itself is completely unfair.
So I understand why it had to go, where it did, in order to sort of go, no, that can't happen.
But that's not to say that trans people should not be.
No, not at all. They have the right to compete.
They should
like
be
everybody
competing,
else.
But I think that
not to the detriment.
I mean, there are certain sports like polo and shooting and things like that where they could just be mixed anyway, right? But there are some sports where, but most sports, especially physical sports and contact sports, shouldn't be. BR Brick says, doing very well, thanks. Glad to be here for another Real Reviews build. Currently building along with the 76925 Aston Martin F1 AM R23 and safety cars, and more than one. Don't forget, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. But like I said, I kind of don't really want this to go into a political diatribe. That's not why we're here. We're here to build the Lego Beauty and the Beast castle. Yes, we're here to talk about things that go on in the world and stuff like that.
Well, that's one. That goes on in the world.
Yes, but
I mean, when you told me, I just was like, what?
Because
what? Wait, what?
Because, in the grand scheme of things, remember me from the Proppy Playtime video, says Game Test. Yes, I do. Hello there. How are you? We hope you're well. We're building the Beauty and the Beast castle here. I think what I'm going to do for the vertical stream is pull the actual castle into the middle. So they've got a bit more castle. They've got a bit more castle, see? A bit more castle.
Good to have a bit of castle.
But yes, I mean, that is the thing. It is the what news of the week. Well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not here to tell people what they can identify as, who they can pray to, who they want to sleep with. None of that. It's anybody except these people's business at the end of the day.
But we like talking about it.
I mean,
because that's what people do.
Yeah, and people are gossips, right?
Yeah.
That is.
We judge. That's what we do. That's what we do in life. But I will say, I had no idea about any of this because I like to live in ignorant bliss. And so I was actually outside the dentist waiting for my appointment when Ben calls me and he's like, oh, blah, 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 this happened at the court. And I'm like, what?
It happened yesterday, to be fair.
Okay, well, whatevs. But I was just like, what? What? Why did that even go? What?
Well, this is it.
Completely dumbfounded me. I was like,
this is it. And you know,
okay.
like I say, I fully support anybody's right to dress up.
I have seen a lot of people outspoken about it, though.
Yeah, and let them be.
And I'm like, okay, I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. I think people have taken it the wrong way as well. As in, they're saying, like, oh, transgenders can't exist. You know, they kind of, it's almost like they've taken it that way.
A lot of people are taking it that way.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't take it that way.
Because they're like, oh, how dare you take away their rights and stuff. And you're sort of like, but that's not what's happening here.
Yeah, but, you know, there's a prefix.
I know.
There's a prefix to describe a trans woman, and that prefix is trans. Okay? That you know, let's talk logically for a second here. That denotes them being...
We have logic?
Well, of course, because...
Okay, let's do logic then.
If you've transitioned from a man to a woman, you are a trans woman. You have transitioned.
Or trans bloke.
Yeah, or trans woman.
Come on.
Well, if you have transitioned from a woman to a trans man, you are a trans man.
All right, let me put it here, okay?
And that prefix should be enough.
Yes, but let me put it here. If I was going out on the dating scene, I would want to know if the boy I was meeting was a trans man or not.
And I think everybody has the right to know that, of course.
But it's the same as anything, though, isn't it? It's like people want to know, oh, What grades have you got? Where do you work? Like, what religion do you have? Blah blah blah. It's everybody's preference.
Exactly. And, you know, I do think it's so ridiculous that we're at a point where we had to define what a bloody woman is in a court. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to.
Although I am one of these where I don't understand why we have separate toilets.
Yeah, Chrissy thinks we should just have unisex toilets anyway, and you know.
I do, and I think that might be because I take my son in the toilets with me because he is autistic, and if we're in a place like, say, town centre, I will take him in the toilets with me, and the looks I get, and I'm like, dude, we're just going to the toilet.
I mean, anytime I go to a nightclub in central London, all the toilets are unisex.
Yeah, so some places they are unisex, and sometimes, I mean, I just don't understand. It's a toilet. Like at home, we don't have. Oh, this is for boys.
Well, see,
this is for girls.
I actually understand both positions here. To be fair, because I understand the want for single sex spaces, and I think both males and females should be allowed single sex spaces if they want them. But
I don't understand.
Yeah, I know you don't understand, and but it's like I said, it's down to preference, and
I understand changing rooms.
I mean, the way to solve it would just be every toilet's a cubicle.
Yeah, but that's my thing. Yeah, because I don't want to walk into the toilets and see men standing at the urinals. I mean, I find urinals disgusting anyway. But you know, why not just have cubicles that everybody uses?
Or you just do what? So I was at Disneyland Paris. Me and Lisa were there. What? I think it was not the Halloween just passed. I think it was the time went before that. They were doing a trial where they had a women's toilet, a men's toilet, and an all-gender toilet, and people could just make their choice.
Oh yes.
And perhaps that's the answer, and perhaps that's the answer in sports as well. Just you have a male category, a female category, and then you have an anything goes category. I mean.
Oh, is that what it is, Beats and Tape? See.
Yeah, but the fact that had to go to court
goes over my head.
I'm sorry, but it's dumb. It's dumb.
I get it.
And that's just me, guys.
So in other words, like, say a trans woman has to now say that they're a trans woman, and they can't just say I'm a woman.
No,
because they weren't biologically born a woman.
No, let me just mute the mics a sec. But yeah, like I said, I think it's happened. I just don't know why it's happened.
What else is new in the world today?
What else is new in the world?
No, I'm asking you because I don't pay attention.
I haven't been paying any attention either. I've basically been dealing with a sulking child all day. You left me with her.
That's not news.
You left me with her.
That's not news.
You just abandoned me with.
I had a Dexter.
With Satan. What you did. And she doesn't even feel guilty about it.
Do you know what? I feel like I'm building Rapunzel's tower.
And do you know what our daughter did last night? So our daughter's got a tablet and our son's got a tablet, right? So at bedtime we say, okay, put your tablet downstairs, Lila, put it on charge. So Lila did that last night, didn't she, babe? Mm-hmm. But what did she do also?
She hid her brother's tablet under her pillow.
She hid her brother's tablet under her pillow. And I found it this morning. And don't forget, hit the like button if you haven't already. I can see there are more viewers than there are likes. And if you haven't said hi already, please do. We love to see you. Go away, Squeak.
I was going to say, it's the other cat.
No, send it away, because this one will just...
Squeakity.
Exactly, this one's just destructive. Just destructive. So, yeah, anyway, what have we been up to today? Well, in LEGO news, I am dubious excited for some of the new releases, specifically the rumoured $1,000 Death Star and Bag End. See, I've seen Bag End, and I'm going to say this straight. Bag End is overpriced. It is really overpriced for what it is, and I'm quite disappointed. That's the new Lord of the Rings set, the Shire. It's unfortunate because it looks good. And I mean, to be fair, once this reaches its full height and we review it, I think I'm going to come to the same conclusion about this. Because,
You can't say that yet, though.
well, I can, because the box made this appear like it was going to be much wider and therefore much taller than it actually is.
Not finished yet.
I'm already thinking this is, there's been a bit of
No, you're not allowed to have any.
shenanigan.
You're not allowed to have opinions yet.
BR Brick says 2 right, and that's coming from someone who bought the Star Wars $80 Desert Skiff plus 25th anniversary figure. Seems like a cash grab too. Oh my god, that Death Star really does seem like a cash grab, doesn't it? I mean, $1,000. If it is impressive, it depends how well the channel's doing come October. That's all I'm going to say.
Absolutely bleeding not.
It depends how well the channel is doing come October.
I don't care. Not happening.
Have you seen some of our videos, BR Bricks, from Legoland? So we did the Legoland vlog. I think that's about an hour long. That's a good video, that. And then last night we put out the Legoland Golf from Legoland Windsor. So, because we do a lot of travel over here as well. And then when we were at Legoland, it was a couple of Saturdays back, I did a live stream, and I live streamed all of Miniland. So that was fun.
Did it need cleaning?
Yes.
Yeah.
You saw the Windsor vlog just today. Well, there you go. But yeah, they've got an indoor mini golf course. So we played a couple of the courses. We played Space and Pirate. Me and Vaughn and Mr. Coaster Journey and Mrs. Coaster Journey. And that was, well, first of all, it was remarkably cheap. Because I'm disabled, I get a free carer at Merlin Attractions on anything. So, Lisa says she can't be trusted with golf clubs. Also, she can't be trusted to land in the correct chat. Yeah, I'm winking over at you, Lisa. But, it was remarkably cheap. So for the 2 courses, I paid £13 British for me and Vaughn. So that's what? £3.25 per person per course? I think that's extremely reasonable. What do you think?
You always sound weird when you say numbers. Like, say 13 again?
13. That is weird. It's weird that you think it's weird. And it's also weird that there's far more people watching than there are likes. Over on the horizontal stream. Oh my... Lanta, that's cheaper than an American ticket. Yeah, I mean, it's what? $5 per person per course. For Legoland Mini Golf. Amy says, hello all, been making matzo bread. Bruce is widening the creek with the tractor.
So weird.
I'm not going to lie.
It's just...
Lisa says, I'm in the correct chat. I clicked on vertical because I couldn't be asked to scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you... Oh, she's in the horizontal now. I've moved over. What is matzo bread?
No.
Anybody? Well, I'll ask Amy. Amy, what is matzo bread? It sounds...
Maybe it's cornbread.
It sounds bready. Sounds very bready.
I'm more intrigued about Bruce widening a creek with a tractor.
Yeah, of course. Only the unleavened bread... unleavened bread? Only the best unleavened bread. Says, what is unleavened bread? I mean, as a Brit, I'm sorry, I've not got any knowledge of these terms.
I'm out.
It's basically a big flat cracker. Oh, it's flatbread. Oh, okay, there we go. No yeast, flatbread. Okay. Isn't it croutons that you get in soup, Lisa? Croutons? You know what? I used to love a crouton.
Did you?
I used to love a crouton.
I love croutons.
I'll tell you what.
And salad.
I was very naughty today. I had bread.
You're naughty every day.
Yeah, I know. I need to stop eating wheat. I really need to stop
You
eating
literally
wheat.
have been eating bread every single day.
I know, it's bad. And then I've been suffering for it as
He's
well.
been eating more bread now that he shouldn't be eating bread.
That's not true.
That totally is true.
It's not true.
It is.
BR Brick says, I'm not allowed as I've eaten every bag before I make the salad. Oh, and it has to do with Passover, apparently. Fair enough. But
I don't know what that means.
Anyway,
And
so
croutons.
you say, Ben, Lisa, right? Hear me out here. Hear me out, okay? Because I had a load of leftover, lovely, thinly sliced lamb from the weekend when I cooked the lamb leg.
No, I'm with Lisa.
I chucked a load of slices, salted it up, peppered it up, seasoned it up, lovely, straight in the air fryer.
And you could have had that with a baked potato.
I heated all that lamb up,
Okay.
and I had hot lamb sandwiches.
There you go.
And it was good. Lisa says, I've had to give up pasta at lunch as my tummy said no. You know what? That's, to be fair, to my credit, have I touched pasta since coming off wheat?
No. But guess what? You do have special pasta in the cupboard.
I do.
And you haven't even tried it.
Amy says, we have to eat unleavened bread for a week and offer up fragrant oils and wine over a fire to God.
That sounds intriguing.
I
I'm not
believe,
gonna lie.
yes, I believe Amy is Jewish.
That sounds intriguing.
Wait,
So you're only allowed to eat that bread for a week? Like, So you're only allowed to eat that bread, or are you allowed to eat other stuff? I'm confused.
BR Brick says,
I need more info.
BR Brick says, Amy, don't forget the lamb bones. So I'm assuming that this is a thing, and that's why you did the lamb. I really like lamb. The Tesco free from pasta is okay. Yeah, I've got some of that in the cupboard.
Yes, but he hasn't tried it.
It scares me.
See? Pointless.
I'm too autistic for change.
Pointless.
Okay, it's hard. Change is hard. I know
Stop
what
being a pansy. Just eat the damn pasta.
Jesse says it tastes weird.
What tastes weird?
The free from pasta.
Oh.
Beat says I should start selling your sheep. Well, if you can sell it to me cheaper than what Asda's selling it for at the moment, I'm not sure you can. Because Asda's lamb legs are all half price. Damn, they're good. It was a damn good bit of lamb.
I saw Morrison's at the moment are doing half price or better than half price beef.
Ooh.
Bit random,
I do like beef.
but there we go. I don't know why they're doing beef when obviously Easter is lamb. But
What are you going to bring in May? Some matzah bread or are you going to bring some lamb?
maybe free from pasta.
I've got some free from pasta in the cupboard. I've got it. I just can't bring myself to cook it. I want to.
Lies.
Amy says, when the Jews escaped out of Egypt with Moses, there was no time for the bread to rise. I'm not Jewish. We're followers of the Messiah, Jesus, Yeshua. Yeshua followed the Torah, the first 5 books. Oh, so BR Bricks is Jewish. The lamb bone is to signify the Hebrews marking their doors with the blood of a lamb to protect them from one of the 10 plagues of Egypt, death of the firstborn sons. We should know all of this. I mean, I kind of do know all of this. But
I'm not even going to pretend that I do.
no, I do. I know the stories.
Nope. No idea.
But because it has no religious significance to me personally, it's just not something that I am.
I literally went to a
Church of England school.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's a Jewish story.
No, I know, but I'm saying that I even went to a biblical school, and I still have never read the Bible.
I mean, that's not. I'm not going to turn around and say that that's a good thing or a bad thing. Obviously, there are people here that will follow the Bible, and this kind of goes back to the discussion that we were having earlier. In that, I'm fascinated by what people believe. I'm certainly not going to believe a lot of it myself, but it does fascinate me.
I mean, I've never been to church.
I mean, I have.
Well, have you gone to an actual church?
Yeah, I've been to an actual church service, a Sunday service.
Have you?
Yeah, and I've drunk the blood and
No.
eaten the body and.
Have you?
Of course, I saw the 10 Commandments with Charlton Heston.
See, the most I got was I used to be in the school choir, and I remember one time we sung at a church. That's as far as I've been.
Lisa says, I was raised by Catholics and Jehovah's Witnesses. I know the Bible too well. And then she's singing the song. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands.
Yeah, I mean, the school that I went to, like, we had to do prayers at every assembly and all of that stuff. Wasn't really up my alley, but
No. Beats and Tape says he had to go to church till he was about 9. And look, I mean, our son says he believes in God.
yeah, and that is absolutely his right to believe whatever he wants to believe in, and I do not dissuade him from that.
I mean, I'll tell him he's wrong.
No,
I'm joking.
no, you don't.
So, Amy says we're not Christians. So you are just a believer in the deity. So, you know...
I mean, what are you?
What I would describe myself as is not atheist. I'm not an atheist. I'm an agnostic. And do you know what that means?
You believe in what you can see?
Yeah, I believe in what I can see.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, basically, I'm willing to believe.
I'm so good.
I'm willing to believe
Yeah.
if you can show me proof.
But people do make the argument with that, because I've said that before, and people have made an argument of like, well, how can you say that this is real then because you've never seen it? And I'm like, well, that's science. So, you know, like, it's all just, oh no.
Look,
I'm atheist.
Look, at the end of
That's
the
all
day,
I've got.
Emma Watts is Christian, and she fancies me a heathen. So she must repent.
Mm-hmm.
She must repent.
Mm-hmm.
Also, good evening, Emma Watts.
Ben's grandmother wanted our kids to be baptized.
Yeah, and she's not even religious.
And I think it's just because it's like some families do it though, don't they? Like, so she wanted all the frilly dress and everything, and I said, well, how about like a naming ceremony? Because you can do that sort of instead.
Yeah, we didn't do any of it, did we?
No, we didn't do any of it.
No, we didn't do any of it.
Because I'm not paying for that crap, right? And like, I'm not religious, so I don't.
Neither is she.
So I don't think it's right. Yeah. So I don't think it's right to do that if you're not yourself religious. I mean, if my kids want to be baptized when they're older, all power to them.
Well, yeah.
You know, but that's a decision I think they should make in life, not me. But yeah, so we didn't do any of it. But you can do like naming ceremonies, they call them now. So if you're not religious, you can still sort of be like, oh, look at my child.
Yeah.
But then I think we go too far with stuff now, because you've got like gender reveals and baby showers and friggin', I'm like, oh, get over it.
Well, I completely agree with you. I think it's all gone a bit too far.
It's gone too far.
Emma says
like
she
you're
was
having a baby.
baptized at 25 years old and was baptized in a swimming pool.
In a swimming pool? Go on, Emma.
Tiana says, oh my God, you guys were live. She didn't know. But, oh my God, at least two of you people watching right now have not hit the like
See,
button.
Amy, I don't have
I'm just saying.
I literally don't have a Scooby-Doo, mate. I literally don't. The best you've got from me is, you know, like the Bethlehem plays. I know those because my kids have played in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Nativity.
The Nativity. There you go.
Yeah.
That's and Noah's Ark. I know about Noah's Ark as well.
Oh, the animals. The ants go marching 2 by 2. Hurrah.
The animals. Yeah.
Hurrah.
Otherwise, that was a cat.
I told you that thing was destructive. I told you.
She fell off the window ledge.
I landed on the green screen. Jesus Christ.
She just looks at you, goes meow
Meow. Tiana says, I was just drinking my Malibu. Didn't know.
Back up.
Why are you drinking Malibu?
Back up a minute here. What do you mean you've been drinking your Malibu?
Malibu?
How old are you again, Tiana?
Yeah, it's legal to drink inside
Shut up, Ben.
a private domicile at the age of 5
I know, but shut up.
in the UK.
Shut up, Ben.
It's legal at 5 as long as you've got parental consent.
Don't tell our children that.
No, but it is legal.
Unfortunately, I'm aware.
Yeah. Penguin slid off some works earlier. Oh, some of your work.
What?
Penguin slid off some works earlier. That's the penguin's a cat.
Guys. It's too much, alright?
It's not too much.
It's way too much for
It's
my little
not.
brain. Okay?
BR Brick says,
Way
haha,
too
it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, here it's actually 8 o'clock at night, to be
I've
fair.
had a long day. And I did get my teeth x-rayed.
Oh, yeah, it's not really a Malibu then, is it? It's one of them pre-mix cans.
Yeah, exactly, Lisa. But I know someone that did.
Yes, we do.
And they found it hilarious
Yes, they did.
to give their 5-year-old friggin' alcohol. I mean, boggles the mind. Really
Yeah.
does boggle the mind.
You know what, Jesse?
Just because you're allowed to doesn't mean you should.
Jesse says, have one for me, Tiana. Half term is killing me of these kids do not stop.
Oh, that's a good idea, Amy.
However,
No,
Jesse's half term only started on Monday. She's
no.
not
Yes, I know.
she's
yeah.
not 2 weeks into it like we are.
No, we're nearly at the
No,
end.
yeah.
We're coming to the end.
Apparently, Lisa wants to know what happened.
I don't know. What did happen, Lisa? What happened?
I don't know.
What part were we on?
You going to the dentist?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, well, anyway, I went to the dentist and they x-rayed my teeth and it showed that it's not my teeth causing the issues. So that's kind of good, I guess, but I'm still back at square one.
Back at square one. We know what it is. It's freaking sinusitis.
Well, they reckon it's sinusitis, but now they want me to see a specialist at the hospital because I keep getting sinusitis and this has been going on for nearly 4 weeks now. Kind of makes... They're kind of like, oh, something ain't right. I'm like,
Lisa said she got an inch of wine in lemonade when they were like 10. BR Briggs.
Yeah, I used to get Bacardi Breezers,
I used to drink Bucks Fizz.
and we used to get made a little shandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, have a drop.
Chrissy, do you have a syringe?
What type of syringe are we talking about here, Lisa?
Yeah, what type of syringe are we talking about? One with a needle?
Yeah, I'm
One
like,
that-
I don't fancy injecting
One that we
myself.
administer the children's medicine?
I was given by the doctors antibiotics and a steroid nose spray. And that was over a week ago, and nothing is better.
So BR Bricks says, Smirnoff citrus coolers for me. Well,
Oh, Lisa, don't tell me that. I mean, I keep having sinusitis, but it goes off after like a week or two. And I'm coming up to 4 weeks now, and I just feel absolute crap.
she does. And
And my face keeps friggin' swelling up.
it sucks. It really does suck. And it's like, there's nothing you can do. Tiana says, I love pink gin and lemonade, Chrissy. I only drink on occasions. The last time I had a drink was New Year's. I don't drink. So,
Yeah, all right, Ben. Whatever.
I'm completely sober. I don't drink. Chrissy, have you tried steroids? She's got a steroid spray for her nose
Yeah, steroid spray.
that she got from the doctors. They prescribed it to her, but she doesn't use it.
I don't like it.
She doesn't use it.
It makes you gag. You go, I did use it actually for like 5 days straight.
And then you stopped, didn't you?
Well, yeah, because it won't make any difference.
You got to keep using these things for them to build up.
No. It tasted like crap.
Oh, it doesn't matter that you were late. And also, besides, Tiana, you came and played some Fortnite with me this afternoon, alongside with Jemmy, didn't you? Or this morning, actually, technically. And Lee says, because I would steam with a shower and then push a ton of warm water up your nose.
Yeah, my mum keeps telling
That would
me
probably
to do
help.
the inhalation thingies. And yeah, the nose spray thingy is just disgusting.
I can imagine it is. Are you still doing the Star Wars marathon, Tiana, or have you given up? Because she said she was marathoning all the Star Wars films, starting in order. So, like,
Oh gosh,
from,
damn it.
like-
Why would you torture yourself?
well, when we
like
were
that?
playing earlier on, when we were playing Fortnite, she was watching The Phantom Menace. You know, with little young Anakin Skywalker. Oh, she's still at it. She's still at it. So, I would suggest you are on A New Hope, perhaps at this point. I don't think you would have made it to Empire Strikes Back yet.
Depends how many tea breaks she's had.
I don't think she'd have made it to Empire Strikes Back. But I imagine she would have got through.
Yeah, I mean the doctors checked like my nose, they checked my ears, and that was all okay. But my lymph nodes in my throat were all swollen up.
Yeah. So she's on antibiotics as well. Oh, you're on Revenge of the Sith, are you? She's on Revenge of the Sith. So you're getting to the point where Darth Vader steps off his little table and goes, "No!" It's one of the most memed things in history, that. No!
Yeah, snow.
Snow!
That's the one. Snow.
That is the one.
Yeah, I mean, I was really hoping that it was my wisdom teeth, so at least I'd then sort of go, okay, I know what this is,
But it wasn't, was it?
and I can deal with it. But no, they were like, no, your teeth are fine, and I'm like, oh,
It's a trap!
I was like, damn it.
How do we feel about the recent announcement of the Clone Wars gift with purchase being the Camino clone training facility? I've not seen that yet, but I don't know, to be honest. So you're just going to get a load of Jango Fett's? I'm going for a phase of Star Wars. Harry Potter is still loved, but Star Wars is amazing. Look, I'm not going to be one to knock that. I think Star Wars is also amazing. Also, guys, we do have a super chat goal tonight of 5 super chats of any amount. It's up there in the goal, and any time that anybody does super chat, Chrissy will let out a big woo, and I think she needs it to wake her up. But it's on the goal thing. She'll let out a big woo, won't you? Give us a demonstration. Woo! I think we can do better than that.
I think I did well.
I think we can do better than that.
Nah.
Boot seller decongestant tablet that I find works wonders too. Also, congratulations, Tiana, on 104 subscribers. I know, Lisa, are you past your 50 yet? I think you are. I don't know.
Yeah, I've also been on the decongestion tablets as well. I mean, just nothing is kicking its butt. And the thing is, it's like I've been getting really bad earache as well with it. So it's just affecting like everything in the head.
Amy says Fish Lips should use It's a Trap as his X name. Do you know what? I sent you a message actually on X, Amy. I don't know if you read it, but I just said that Fish Lips thing is genius because it bloody well is. I have been calling him Fish Lips. Oh, you alright, Fish Lips? Oh, there he is. Mass shooting at Florida State University. I mean, well, John, that's certainly
he just comes in with that.
That's certainly a mood changer, isn't it?
Hey, John.
That's I mean, I don't know what to do with that information. I mean, that sucks.
I got nothing.
I also have nothing. I don't.
Try not to yawn.
She's doing it again. She's at it again. It's just like Monday or Tuesday night.
I don't know what day.
Beats and Tape says, old news, John. See, that's how quick the news cycle is. Oh, no. Amy's asking questions.
I mean, that is a good question to ask. What turns it into a mass shooting?
Well, we should. This is another thing that YouTube doesn't like you talking about, by the way.
Oh, for Pete, what do they like you talking about?
The thing
Don't talk about anything.
Well, this is the thing. If you want to stay relevant, if you want to stay on this platform, you've got to adhere to so many of their dumb rules, and a lot of them are just dumb, but they are the rules.
Amy's on the case.
Oh, Beats and Tapes was thinking about the Dallas one the other day. See, this is how often this thing happens.
Yeah, Beats, terrible goings on.
I mean, it's not good, is it?
I mean, can I just say though that I was driving home earlier, and there were like fire engines, air ambulance landed in the field. And they had it all cordoned off, like
they had a tarp up and everything, didn't they?
They had a tarp up and everything. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm there. I'm looking through our town stuff, and I find it's another fire, and I was like, "What? We had a fire the other day? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Yesterday, actually. Not
It
just
might have been yesterday, yep. And I was just like, oh no, not another one. And it was in a block of flats again.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Gianna says, I hate talking of pew-pews. I got told on Tuesday night kids had weapons and was scared when I went to see Snow White. My school have lockdowns and it petrified. Yeah, you know what? Our kids' schools have lockdown drills
we
as
have
well.
Lockdowns as well. It's sad that we even have to have that. Full stop. Because back when we were kids, you didn't have lockdowns. There was no such thing as lockdowns.
Okay, and you know,
We had the fire alarm.
just to change the tune a little bit and make it slightly more positive. Yes, Lisa at Rebellion Tours there. Rebellion Tours history, but funny. It's just one subscriber away from hitting that 50. So,
Gianna, best thing to do. Sorry. Don't run around manic.
no,
It is not the best thing to do. The best thing to do is follow their advice. Our kids have to go underneath their tables.
yeah,
All the doors and the windows all get locked and drawn, like the curtains are all drawn and that, and they have to hide underneath their table until it is safe for them to come out. But bearing in mind, sometimes this lockdown can occur because a child is having a tantrum.
yeah, very true.
Sometimes I wonder if it's my child. But actually,
Surprisingly, our child has not caused
he
one
has
yet.
not caused a lockdown yet.
His friend has several times.
His friend has, yeah.
Several times.
Yeah, because it will be a kid throwing a chair
Yeah.
and they'll go into like full lockdown mode.
I mean, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
So, yeah. So when you've got stuff like that, I mean, we are a bit of a nanny state now. So,
you think?
yeah, which doesn't help because then we're like, oh no.
We had to sit against the sport hall, sat right underneath the alarm. My ears were hurting so incredibly.
Yeah.
Dexter really hates the alarms.
Yeah, that's Dexter's big issue
he
is the
really
alarms.
hates the alarms. He has to
including-
have his defenders.
So including the fire alarm, and obviously, you know, these drills are supposed to be done, so they do them like once a term, these drills. And he starts panicking, like, he knows, like, what day of the week they're on. So, like, every Wednesday he'll be like, I'm not going to school. I'm not going to school.
He
Because they're
does.
going to do the alarm. And the teachers have to calm him down. They're like, they always tell him now.
We're not going to do it. Or
No, they always tell him, like, half an hour before the alarm is due to go off. So that he can prepare. They put him in the sensory room with his ear defenders.
yeah, but
So he does have that, but it is very. But obviously, when you have the lockdown alarms, I mean,
baseball bat, Amy.
they're emergencies, aren't they? And I mean, fire alarms as well. Sometimes you can't help a fire alarm going off because if there's a fire, that's the whole purpose of them.
Yeah, but yeah, baseball bat, Amy. Baseball bat.
But no, I have explained this to Dexter. I'm like, Dexter, the whole point of alarms is for you to not know. You know, that is the point of them. So that you can get to a safe place without panicking, without knowing it's coming. But it is hard for children that have sensory
Yeah,
issues. Of course it is. So
it is. I
I
mean,
totally get it. And those alarms are very loud.
I can't stand alarms. Cannot stand
I mean,
them.
they are very loud.
They run through my head.
Yeah, but have
They
you been
cause
in the
me
school
pain.
when they've had one? Because I picked up the kids one time and the fire alarm went off literally as we were picking up our children.
Mm.
So I was like, let's get out of here before they make us queue up. So we left, but it was so loud. It was really loud. I mean, I understand it's got to be loud.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you can understand though, children that have sensory issues. Oof.
BR Brick says, sorry to detract from the obvious serious nature of the convo and personal involvement. I'm just noticing the colour differences on those windows. Grey and purple alternating on the windows is great. Yeah, I agree. And I think that this set looks it looks wonderful. It really does look the part. But when all is said and done and we've come to finish it, I'm wondering if I'm going to be reviewing this as a set that was worth 240 British pounds.
Does anybody else feel like a bit Rapunzel-y? Or is it just me?
No, Gaston is not here yet.
It's the purple. It's giving me. It's just giving me.
Rapunzel vibes.
Yes. Rapunzel.
Oh yes, the colours are beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful. But I'm not terribly sure if it's going to be worth the money. I mean, Chrissy's worth the money, so in that respect, yeah. But No, nobody. How many minifigures? Oh, that's a good question. Where's the box?
Quite a few.
If you pass me the top of the box, I'll look at it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actual minifigures. 1, 2.
Show the box.
But that's actually only 5. But there's a lot of little buildables. You have to put it down. There you go.
Yeah, you've got.
There you go. Yeah, it's basically.
Maurice, Belle, Cogsworth, Chip and Mrs. Potts, Lumiere, Fifi, Beast, Gaston, LeFou.
Yeah. But only 5 actual figures. The rest of them are sort of little buildables.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I was sad not to get the horse. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, so Fish Lips is John. It's because when he's playing Fortnite, he's running around as a fish.
He is. He's a fish.
He's a fish.
Fishy flaps.
I mean, that's not what was said.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and get involved in the conversation. Yes, it was £240 BR bricks. It was. So what's that? Around $270, $280? Something like
use
that.
My chair as a hoist.
Yeah, about something like that. Tiana says, "Help, please."
I have no help.
She says, "I don't know what to post today. Any ideas?" Well,
If you don't know what to post, don't post.
yeah, you could either not post, or you could talk about what you've been doing today, like Star Wars marathon, or who knows. All I know is it's very hot in here tonight.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I actually managed to. I managed to get a shower today though, because it started working again. Then we had a power cut earlier, apparently.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you should see the kids when there's a power cut. It's so funny. I'm just sitting there like la la la, and the kids are like ah, and I'm like,
Oh, for God's sake!
oh no, whatever shall we do without
And
electric?
it's Florence, and she's moving the camera. Meow to you too, cat. Now,
Aw.
bag her off.
Oh, she's so cute.
She might be cute, but she needs to leave. Did Fish Lips hit the like button? I have no idea, Amy. I couldn't tell you.
No, don't do that to the castle.
You need to send her away, because this is going to go horribly
I can't,
wrong.
I'm building.
It's going to go wrong. Just trust me, it's going to go wrong.
Cozy flows.
So yeah, honestly, Amy, I've got no idea in answer to your question. Now the dog's going off. Me and my littles have made it through 1, 2, 3 and part of 4, but they're 5, so that's pretty good, I think. Yeah, Jesse, I do agree. The cat needs to move. I agree. The cat needs to go.
She's like, no,
The cat's gone.
I will stay. And then she's gone.
Godzilla.
She's a ginger Godzilla.
She is a ginger Godzilla. She's a Godzilla cat.
Oh gosh, she's come round here now.
Shalini says, "Poor Florence." Good evening, Shalini. And
It's always poor Florence.
so hopefully now Shalini's come in. That's another like.
Poor Florence.
You didn't want her sitting on it, neither did I. Neither did I.
I mean, she's got a big butt. I don't think she realises how big her butt is.
I think also, if anybody does want to contribute to the Super Chat goal, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go out to Hobbycraft tomorrow and build a bit more to this set.
Are we?
And by we, I mean me.
But...
I have reasons.
Oh, Jesus.
I have reasons.
I'm not involved.
But because I want to angle the camera properly and I want to get the most area in. And yeah, this angle's pretty good. It's much better than a straight top down, but in the same breath, if we can build some walls, then we can channel some light a bit better. And we can
Florence.
change the angle. So Shalini says, "Hi, Ben, Chrissy, Lisa, Tiana." Her solicitor advised no comment. Oh, dearie me. Oh, that's tickled me, that has. Florence, I have this giant piece of Lego in my hand and I will throw it at you.
Who's solicitor?
Yours. When I said that we're going to Hobbycraft.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Lisa is in London Saturday and Monday. And she's going to be doing some videos.
What about Sunday?
No, I don't think she's going to London Sunday.
Oh.
No. She's got your paint. You've got your paint pens ready for the arches. Well, you're gonna have to film that. You're gonna have to film that.
Ready for the what now?
The arches.
What now?
I guess the railway arches. I'm just assuming. Jess says Lisa still only needs one more subscriber. I want her to be able to go live, so someone just do it. Do it. You know what? Just go there. Do it. Do it. You just punched that mic so hard. Everyone heard it. It was like pop, pop, in my ears.
Literally tapped it.
Yeah, it didn't sound like that, no. No, it didn't.
Kiss my furry little butt.
Palpatine voice. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
The dark side of the Force.
This is very repetitive. I don't like repetitiveness.
Strike me down. Now, young Skywalker, you shall die. Sorry.
Does anyone want a Ben?
Yes, everyone does. That's the point. Amy subscribed over at Rebellion Tours. Should have brought you to 50. Boop, boop.
We hope.
Which should mean that your streaming's unlocked in 24 hours.
Florence, down. Don't bother me.
So, how has your day off been today, Shalini? I know that you've been off with... I saw the Hot Cross Bunnies, by the way. I saw them. You also just want to shout out the fact that while rewatching Clone Wars final season and loving the fact that Tim Curry plays Chancellor Palpatine. God, I love Tim Curry. I mean, it's such a shame what's happened to him. I mean, the dude's had, what, is it a series of strokes? He's pretty much constantly in a wheelchair. It is such a shame about what's happened to him. But probably one of the strangest but best actors Britain ever produced. I mean, when you can be the desk clerk in Home Alone 2 and you can also be, you know, is it Frankenfurter in the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
God, yeah, yeah.
The main guy.
Yeah.
And then you can also be Pennywise the Clown in the original made-for-TV version of It. I mean, this dude was versatile, weird, and such a good actor.
Creepy smile.
He's still alive, obviously. Surprisingly, actually. But he is still alive. He's one of those people that you'd love to meet, I think. You'd be a little bit weirded out by it, but you'd love to meet him. No clowns, especially Pennywise. Creepy, says Shalini. Lisa says, I'm open to different historic topics people want covered, serious and non-serious. Dreadeye says, evening all. I agree, Lisa. The man is an absolute legend. Totally versatile. Strangest but has the most wide-ranging. It, Rocky Horror, Clue, Command and Conquer, Star Wars. What? Exactly.
I saw Rocky Horror Picture Show down at my local theatre, and that was so good.
Emma, Tim Curry was having strokes long before that. Long before that. It is sad, but he was. So, and the thing is, you know what? I'm going to say something. I'm going to say it a little bit in code because of obviously the YouTube rules. But people get sick, guys. Yes. You know, you've got people like our Ollie, who had the medical intervention of which Emma is speaking and became very sick because of it. But there are other reasons that people get sick. And I will say that watching so many people blame every illness on this one thing is ridiculous. You know, I'm not ill because of that. I've been ill since long before that. People get cancers, people get heart problems and stuff like that all of the time. And yes, I'm not saying that that thing hasn't contributed to a lot of suffering, because it has. But people get sick, and I think a lot of people lose sight of that. Especially people who, and I'm going to say it, want to live in 2020. I'm not calling you ridiculous, Emma. I'm not calling you ridiculous at all. At all. But what I'm saying is, especially if you go look on X, you go look on social media, and any time someone gets sick, there's this contingent of people who go straight to blaming that one thing. And BR Brick says, it's hard to make a statement of fact because I'm no medical professional and the world of current medical sciences is ever evolving, not to mention each and every human is weirdly different yet the same. I agree with that. But, like I say, there is this contingent of people on social media who will blame every illness on one thing. And I don't think it's helpful. I don't think it's helpful to the people that are being damaged by that one thing. Because it takes away from them. And it takes away from the seriousness of what they are actually suffering. Because, well, it's just my opinion. You don't have to listen to me. But
I tend not to listen to him.
That's what I think. Because I think if you look at people like Ollie, who comes in the chat all the time.
Yeah, you get people that obviously it is caused by certain things, and you get people that is just unfortunately a fact of life.
I didn't say you were, Emma. I never said you were. I said there's a contingent of people on social media. I didn't lump you in that category, and I will not lump you in that category. But there are a contingent of people on social media who do not want to leave 2020. They want to believe that we are still in all of those restrictions.
I mean, my mum had cancer through some of the lockdown sort of area.
She did, yeah.
And she had to go to all of her appointments and chemo and radio by herself. And that is horrible. I think when people... I also think people are a lot quick to comment to say, oh, get over it, you know, get over COVID and all this. But I don't think people realise the impact that all of the lockdowns and everything like that did have on society as a whole.
No, but...
Not just shutting down, but the amount of people that didn't get to see loved ones. People like my mum who had to go to her cancer treatment by herself. It's not an easy thing to get over. And
at least your mum got her cancer treatment. There were many people who had their cancer treatments cancelled.
Yes, yeah, and she was actually very lucky because stupidly, and I'm allowed to call her stupidly, she's my mum. She had this issue for like a good 6 months before she actually went to a doctor.
She did.
Before it was even detected, and I had a right go at her, as you can imagine.
You did.
Thankfully, she is now in remission.
She is.
She is doing really well. So we are the lucky ones, you know. And thank you, dog. And I do, you know, I am very thankful every day that my mum managed to do her cancer treatment and live.
See, I'm going to address you, Shalini, in the chat right now because I completely agree with you. I will never forget what was done. And yeah, I was hopefully one of the most vocal cheerleaders for those people at the time. I tried to bring attention to what was happening in places like care homes, especially to the elderly, every single day for 3 hours in a goddamn shed.
Yeah, but people just want you to sweep it under the carpet. Well, it's over with now. You know, that's the way it's. And you sort of go, you know, the lasting impact it's had, it's not over.
No,
I mean, look at society today.
Yeah, but there are people who want to believe that we are still in all of the restrictions.
Oh gosh, yeah, no, I still see people driving around with a mask on when they're by themselves driving, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't understand it during the pandemic, let alone now, and I'm just like, huh? I don't get it.
No, I don't get it either. These, I remember the term,
I go, hmm?
and I think it was coined by Mark Changizi, who is a scientist, and I actually interviewed him a few times alongside John, and I think the term was mass formation psychosis, and
Just
I
where people
believe
follow the crowd.
I believe we experience one of the biggest forms of mass formation psychosis.
Is that just following the crowd?
Sort of, but it's following the crowd, but the crowd have gone insane.
Well, I will tell you one thing that got my goat up mainly about that was the fact that we were told to spy on our neighbours.
Yeah,
And
that's real Soviet stuff right there.
And instead of going, love thy neighbour, like we're supposed to do.
Oh my God, PR bricks. Hold on a minute, we need to mute the mics.
Oh, great.
I mean, I can't get out past you, or else I would. Chrissy will be back in a couple minutes. According to Dexter, a cat has knocked over a cup or a glass, and there is glass everywhere. Yeah, it is riding around with a on a motorbike with a mask on. Wasn't that always a thing anyway? Kind of like wearing a bandana, but well, yeah, Lisa, I can say that anyway. You are the best. I can confidently say that. You know, that's what one says about their best friend on a regular basis, I must say. You want Jolly Ranchers? Interesting. Oh, blue surgical mask. Yeah, no. That's not something you do on a motorbike. Isn't that just masked TikTok men? You're trying to find lesbian mask talk, are you, Lisa? You think the ski mask is the trend mask now? I don't know. I don't know about any of this. I am so disconnected from what one might coin or term mainstream society. So disconnected that when you guys talk about all of this stuff, it's completely new to me. So, kudos to you lot for knowing about it, though, for being in the know. Kudos to the lot of you. I mean, being down there in the Florida Keys, I'm addressing BR Bricks. You're not too far from Universal's brand new park, are you? Epic Universe, up there in Orlando, Florida. And to say that I am jealous would be an understatement. It would be an understatement. You don't need all the men calling you a good girl. I know that Home Bargains have Jolly Rancher something in stock. I was in Home Bargains yesterday, and there was Jolly Rancher stuff. Is your next trip planned? Is it? Oh, I'm so jealous. I saw a POV video of Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment. I have never seen animatronics quite like it. These things are mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Tiana's back again. Good evening.
Oh.
So what happened? Tell us all about it.
It was Lila had put her little plate on the side, and apparently it was Oreo.
Was it
Jumped up on the side and knocked it.
Was it one of my Jack Skellington plates?
It was the little one. And it was across the floor. Anyway,
Ben, does Home Bargain still have Dylan the Dinosaur Easter eggs? I couldn't tell you. I can look. I'll look tomorrow. Just message me.
Oh, my eyes. My beautiful eyes.
See, I honestly, I don't know about the ski mask trend or anything like that. Lisa said she's meant to be cooking tonight. What are you meant to be cooking tonight?
Maybe we should do a new trend of the Tesco carrier bag.
What, the Luke Martin?
Yeah.
That'd be the Londis bag.
Was it Londies?
It was a Londis
Do we
bag.
still have Londies?
Um,
Let's do Tesco instead because it's easier.
and yes, hello there, Vaughan. How are you?
Wait for it. He's going to start doing stuff.
Oh, he said hello there already.
Yeah, he's going to... Just wait.
He is the star of our latest video.
Yeah, but just wait.
He even talks about landlubbers and everything.
Does he talk about sheep lovers?
No, landlubbers.
Ah!
But by the way, don't mean to cramp your style, but I'm Ben as well. So brilliant minds, nice to know you. I'm BR as well, by the way. Just to let you know, my initials BR. Well, my surname starts with H, but BRH. Just to take you on even further. No, my last name begins with H, but my middle name is R. So I'm BRH. I like that, brother.
He talks too much.
Perhaps in another life. Perhaps. What have I eaten? Oh yeah, I've eaten the sheep. Yeah, I have eaten them. Yeah. Yeah, there. I did have lamb today. It was very nice. Very nice.
I'm going to...
You won't understand that, but...
I told you to wait for it. Didn't
I'm
I?
sorry, Fawn.
I'm going to tomorrow make homemade trifle. Slimming World friendly.
When was this decided?
Oh, it's been on my brain for a while. I just haven't gone around doing it.
So, do you have literally anything to put in this homemade trifle?
I'm gonna get strawberries, jelly, and yogurt.
So, by you mean me?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
But I need to get some Tupperware.
I'm going to make burgers tomorrow. I'm going to make smash burgers.
And then pudding's gonna be homemade trifle.
But you do realise that we've got like 8 Krispy Kreme donuts on the side.
Shut up, Ben.
They're Slimming World friendly, aren't they?
I've had a rough week.
Nobody's judging.
Everyone's judging.
Nobody's judging.
Everyone's judging.
I'm not judging.
I'm judging.
I went and got the donuts.
I actually told you not to.
I know you did, and I wanted them. Shalini's promised to make Vaughan apple crumble and custard tomorrow, apparently.
Aww.
I don't think she has promised that. I think that he's just told her right now that she's promised to do that.
Oh, it's likely.
Yeah. I'm not judging.
Ben's,
Would I do that, Emma?
Ben's always judging.
There you go. Look, Shalini says Vaughan's lying, I can't bake. I knew it. I knew he's lying. Tiana says, my typing always takes me a while to get my typing right. The amount of typos I have in my typing is insane. Don't worry about it.
It's because you're too excited.
Emma, I don't judge. I never judge.
No, to be fair, Ben does actually always go to me, babe, you eat what you want to eat. I don't care how you look. And I'm like, oh.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Because I don't care how she looks. She's my wife. I love her dearly. I don't know really know. Right. I'll be completely honest with you, you all people. Being autistic, I have no idea how to express that sometimes or even show it. But I feel it.
I saw my stepdad today and I haven't seen him in, well, God knows how long. But I walked in and the first thing he did was go, bloody hell, how much weight you lost? And I was like,
A lot.
I was like, hello.
Apparently, Vaughan made a chocolate chip hot cross bunny scones yesterday. Yes, he did. I saw them.
Yeah, but Dexter was just like, Mummy goes to fat fighters. I was like, shut up, Dexter.
I did see the hot cross.
Do you know what he said to me?
What
My
he said?
stepdad, he goes, oh, have you had a gastric band?
What an arsehole.
No. No, I haven't.
What an arsehole.
I said to him, I was like, no, I've done it all myself, mate. I go to Slimming World. I've done it all myself. I
What-
didn't do a gastric band, thank you. Although if you're offering, that's, you know, that's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Tiana's
That's what I'm
Tiana's
saying.
mum had one last April, apparently.
Ooh,
It's been a year.
I tell you, they don't look nice. I mean, my auntie had one.
But yes, Lisa, nothing gets past Dexter. But
No.
I will say this, Lisa, and I'm going to kind of... Are you sure this doesn't go on first?
What?
This.
No, it doesn't.
That's really weird.
Don't try and confuse the
I'm going to half
building
speak in code
process.
because obviously Lisa knows a bit about what's gone on over the weekend. We've had some issues over the weekend, right? And
Yes.
Dexter was partially to blame for all of that.
No, he was not.
I mean, it was
No.
him. It was him running his mouth.
No, do not blame your child. Absolutely not. Don't listen to
Shalini
them.
says rhubarb crumble is lovely, but I can't bake.
Oh, my mum used to make rhubarb crumble. We used to actually have our own rhubarb in the garden. I can bake. I just choose not to.
Oh, I've got it.
I used to do homemade bread.
And don't forget, folks, you can join this channel as a member from 99 pence a month, and all perks pretty much are available to any membership level. And one of the things we like to do is, or for some reason people like me to do, is a music show. So I'll do live music for people who
I have to listen to it
go
every
that
day.
extra mile. So if you want to become a member, you can do, or if you want to gift the memberships, you can also do that as well.
Yeah, I'm the same, Lisa. I can bake better than I can cook.
I could do both.
I much prefer baking a cake or something.
I can do both.
I do.
I can bake and cook.
I don't enjoy cooking.
BR Bricks can work a mean microwave.
Yep, well, that's all you need,
No, I hate microwaves, don't I?
especially for scrambled egg.
I hate microwaves. I use it as a kitchen timer.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing else.
my greatest gadget in my kitchen is my slow cooker.
You do like your slow cooker.
My slow cooker I love because I can just dump all the ingredients in the morning, come back at dinner time, and it's all ready for you. Thank you very much, my slow cooker.
I just like cooking. Especially proteins. I love cooking proteins. I love making steaks and things like that.
Yeah, see, I'm lazy.
I love doing it. And I love cooking things that I don't eat. And believe me when I tell you, I don't eat most things. But I'll cook things that other people want or other people like for those people. Quite happily. So yeah, I'm a feeder, aren't I? I'm a feeder. I like cooking.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ, Vaughan.
What?
He's asking Tiana if her mum's gastric band has helped her lose weight, and then said, is your mum hot now then?
She was always hot, Vaughn.
All jokes aside, yesterday you made Reuben quesadillas, pastrami, Swiss sauerkraut, and mustard on a toasted tortilla. All of that sounds absolutely wretched.
Shalini, I'm just giving him a slap.
Good. 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 Put the man in his place. Tiana's thanking Shalini.
See, Tiana, this is why. Just stay single, mate. It's just so much easier, okay?
Well, you
Men
say
are just trouble.
you
okay?
say
They're
it's so
just
much
trouble.
easier, but you do my washing.
Naughty boy.
I
What?
said you say it's so much easier, but you do my washing.
No, tell me about it.
I do most of your cooking.
Well, damn straight. I don't enjoy cooking.
I do. I enjoy cooking. I love cooking. What's my safe word? Well, it depends on the day and it depends on the activity. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it can be onomatopoeia at times.
He hasn't got one.
I just said it. Yes, glad you did get your wish list for the records on record day, Mr. Beats and Tapes. He did, he got his wish list.
I'm not getting involved.
Let the record play. Safe word is lightsaber. No, see, I don't think that is a safe word, especially when you know the sorts of things that we know. We've got somebody that we know.
Tread carefully, Ben.
His name is Luke, right? Ironically, when we're talking about lightsabers here.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Luke, and he's actually been to prison a few times, and he's a bit of a messed up guy. But when he was finally, for the one time in his life, talking to a woman on TikTok, she was going, "Oh, I'm going to play with your lightsaber." And it was not good. His safe word is, "I'm having a seizure." He might be going back to prison. So he was in prison at the beginning of this year, Shalini. He got 6 weeks at the beginning of this year. And he may be going back to prison. So, not quite sure at the moment. Tiana says, I want to be a workaholic, but not to the point where I don't spend time with friends or family. That's why I do this work, because this is work, and I'm sitting here doing it with my wife. Right? It's so much better. And my wife is about to become the Real Review UK secretary, quite frankly.
Freaking beg your pardon?
She's going to have to book
What am I doing?
make sure that I get to places. I mean...
No.
Oh, Shalene says, repeat that, please, Ben. We had ads. So he's already been to prison once this year. He could be going back to prison.
I don't think it's the best place for him, though. Oh, what did you do?
I have no idea. I think the stream is still going, though. It is. Oh, it says connect streaming software, but it is connected. I just don't get it. My safe word is juxtaposition. Weird, but I'm an English A-level student. What's he done? I think the last one was threatening people on social media. Yeah. I think that's what the last one he did was. Have you ever tried to say... Oh, Jesus Christ, BR Brooks. Jesus Christ. No, you've got... If you're going to go and say something, mid-climactically, you've just got to say something like, boom goes the dynamite. You've got to. You've got to. Beats' safe word is Welsh. That's all I'm going to say. It's just Welsh. Beats' safe word is Welsh. What did you just say? Oh, I just said hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah.
Lisa once said Pikachu and confused a lot of people. Pikachu. Oh, fucking hell. Emma says, my safe word is stop. Well, that kind of defeats the point of a safe word. But fair enough.
No, because sometimes you don't need a safe word.
No, it's just stop, you bastard.
Yeah, just the word enough.
Yeah, enough now.
Yeah, I've had enough.
I'm bored of this. I'll give it points. Yeah, it is the best word, Beats, actually. You know what? Yeah, just stop. Stop. Ben's safe word is there's people down this hole with me.
Oh, gosh, yeah, the amount of times he says something.
I'm in the hole.
He's just always like, there's people in the hole with me.
There's people
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die. Gonna die. There's people in the hole with me. I think people
There's
are gonna...
people down here with me.
I think we should probably make this the last stage for tonight.
Probably. I'm trying to concentrate.
I'm just saying that because I know it's Thursday night and another show starts at 9 on a Thursday night, so half the audience will probably go there. So
This is actually just your way of jumping on Fortnite.
Of course, it's my way of jumping on Fortnite.
Yeah, jumping on Fortnite before he turns up.
Of course.
Go, quick!
Of
Fish
course.
lips ain't here yet.
Of course. But Vaughan will join me. Won't you, Vaughan?
No,
And I
might
can.
want to go see.
Vaughan just
Big
looked at
Fish.
Shalini right now and went, "Oh yeah." That's what he did. I'm telling you. Just looked at her and went, "Oh yeah." You're off to watch Big Brother, are you, Jesse? Right. I never watched it to begin with, but now that they removed Mickey Rourke by force.
We actually, though, fair few years ago,
We went to an eviction.
we
didn't
went to an eviction. Yeah.
We did back when it was at Elstree.
Yeah, and I will say something. Actually, it was a really good laugh.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a good laugh.
Also, the studio, it looks big on camera. It's tiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tiny.
Yeah.
We were there when the guy who played Burnside got evicted.
I ain't got a clue.
Yeah, so the guy that
I was
played,
too caught up in everything
I
else.
forget what his name was, but it's the guy that played Burnside, and we were there for his eviction. Me, Chrissy, and my nan, actually.
It was good.
It was good fun. And parking was easy, and it was actually really, really fun.
Where else did we go? Oh, Britain's Got Talent.
We did go to
We
a
went to
taping
yeah, Britain's Got Talent.
at
Somewhere in London.
somewhere at the bottom of Oxford Street, the Dominion Theatre.
That was good as well.
It was good.
The only thing about that, though, you have to go, and then they give you a time to come back.
Yeah, so they gave us a ticket, and they were like, "Fuck off,
Come back at this time.
come back later."
Yeah, and we were like, oh,
Okay,
well, we could have just come up later then.
but we went to the Disney store, so
We did.
you know it wasn't all bad.
No. Can't be all bad when Disney's involved.
Oh, you're building a chandelier now, I bet, and then you're going to hang that in.
Stop ruining the surprise.
Are you not putting that through the top?
I'm doing what it's telling me to, Ben.
And it didn't tell you to put it through the hole. Come on, you got this. You got this. Yeah, it was back when, back before they fired David Walliams as well, wasn't it? When we saw Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Back before they fired him.
I love David Walliams.
We saw him at Disneyland Paris actually a few months, about a year ago.
Yes, we did.
He was just sitting there, standing there at Star Tours.
It was at the Star Tours. And then Dexter tried running back because Dexter loves him as an author.
Oh yeah, they fired David Walliams because he was making disparaging sexual type comments about a contestant that was caught on a hot mic. Highly satisfying lower floor completion, says BR Bricks. I mean, to be fair, I think we've got at least another 2 or 3 streams out of this coming.
What is going on?
And they start around the same time. So if you're in Key West, so I would say they start somewhere between 2 and 2:15 p.m. your time. Somewhere around there. And at the moment, our kids are on school holiday as well. So we are slightly more tired than
I feel like there's
usual.
a big donut.
I feel like I'm going to go and have an actual Krispy Kreme donut after this.
No, but like, look, there's a big donut.
But yeah, so it'll be pretty much daily, I think, unless Chrissy is not feeling up to it. It's as simple as that. And hopefully now that we are, I think I'm going to go, hopefully if the weather's good tomorrow, I'm going to go play with my drone a bit more. And then
Ben's going to go play with his toy.
we have, I don't know if you've seen BR Bricks, but we have a Universal Studios park being built here in the United Kingdom. It was formally announced just the other day. And I will be, over the next 5 years, once the actual construction kicks up, I'll be doing drone updates for the channel of the construction of the theme park and resort. 2031 is our opening date. So because right now it's just an empty field. And they've got to build a theme park, hotel, city walk, parking infrastructure, road infrastructure, and 2 train stations. So they're doing all of that in 5 years, which is impressive, I might add. It's just over 2,900 pieces, I think, in the set. Well, considering Disneyland Paris over in Paris, France, has taken 6 years to build one ride, and it's
will
still
you
not
get
open. It's still
over
not
it?
open. Still not open.
Swear to God, he's not getting over it. Oh no.
Because Lisa is amazing. I mean, Lisa is amazing. Yeah, that's not in question here. So the Frozen Ever After, which is a clone of a 30-year-old boat ride at Epcot at Walt Disney World, at Disneyland Paris. Frozen Ever After over 6 years so far to build, and it's not opening until 2026. It's one ride. One ride.
Being really mean.
It's one ride.
Stop being mean.
It's one ride. In less time, Universal built the entirety of Epic Universe. They started construction on Epic Universe after they started construction on Frozen. Epic is open. It's embarrassing.
Maybe they had more red tape. These things happen.
You say maybe they have more red tape. However, Tron Light Cycle ran at the Magic Kingdom. Nearly 6 years to build. It was one ride. That's in Florida. Same place they built Epic. It seems like Disney just don't know how to build things in a timely fashion anymore. They've forgotten. Either that or it's just they can't afford it. They better have Idina Menzel in there singing for a 6-year job. I'm telling you. That Idina Menzel's voice is going to be in there, BR Bricks. Her voice? Yeah, by the time that they've, got this thing open, they'd have decided to make, film, and release a live-action Frozen at this point.
Oh, it's likely.
I mean, Christ, they've also just announced a Lion King water ride, like Splash Mountain, Lion King, for the same theme park at Disneyland Paris. And they've said it's going to have 3 drops. I don't think this will be built before the Universal Park. And apparently construction's about to begin on it.
Why are you being
Beat says I'll be in my 40s then. I mean, some of us are nearing our 40s. I'm 35. Some of us are nearing our 40s. Tiana will be 22, still young. I mean, were we parents at 22? No, not quite.
No.
We
I was 23.
So we were married at 22.
Yeah.
Married at 22. Shalini says, I'll be in my mid-50s. Well, look, at the end
When
of
are
the...
we talking about, guys?
2031.
Oh, God.
At the end of the
I'll
day,
be in my 40s.
time, she is a cruel mistress. And she comes for us all.
Yeesh.
I mean, it's true, is it not?
I don't know. I don't really want to think about it, if I'm honest.
Lisa says she'll have kids by then. Well, fingers crossed.
I've only just turned 35, dude. Let's not count our chickens yet.
Julie says, my dear cat Sprinkles is lying over my screen.
I'm so glad that was the end of that.
Vaughn just said Shalini will be dead by then.
I mean, I'd hope not, but it depends what you're planning.
Well, yeah,
Sleep with one eye open, Shalini.
I would say sleep with one eye open, Vaughn, at this point. There's only so much you can push someone. That's all I'm saying. There's only so much you can push someone. Gianna says, really, why does 22 sound so young? When I think about 5-6 years, it seems like I should be mid-20s. But it sounds so young to us because we are well past that.
Yeah.
Jessie says she'll be nearly 40 then.
I'll be 41.
BR Briggs, Vaughn woke up and chose Order 66. Execute Order 66. Shalini says, Vaughn can sleep on the balcony tonight. I don't care if he's sick.
Wise decision.
I mean, I just can't. I can't argue with that.
No.
I cannot argue with that. Is that the chandelier done?
No.
Okay, that is. But
I
it's,
did just drop.
it went down.
Yes, I know.
It wa-
I was hoping it hadn't.
Yeah,
Where's my spare?
it turns out Vaughn's going to get in trouble. However, we are very much nearing the end of this stream, so if you haven't liked it already, please do. And if
Vaughn's always in trouble.
if you haven't considered becoming a member from just 99 pence a
It's in
month
between
yet,
my legs.
please do. You found it?
It was in between my legs.
Is this burning an eternal flame? Close your eyes. Give me a hand, darling. Do
You're gonna
you
get
feel my
copyrighted.
heart beating? Do
I
you
was actually listening to that
understand?
Now we've got to.
He said he'll get me a bench in Minion World. Right. Have you just got to push it up and in? Let me see.
Hang on a minute. Wait. That's supposed to be the other way.
What have you done?
I haven't done anything. Thank you very much. You'd think they would go that way though, but no, apparently
I think it might be that way.
not. No. Look.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I know. I just said that. You're the one that was like, "Meh."
It is indeed only 2 days till 420, and I know that's significant to people like you, Beats, who do enjoy the herbal remedies, if you will. So I do hope that
What was that?
420. 2 days until 420. 420 is the day that it's the International Day of Smoking Herbal Things.
I tell you what, when I was playing pool earlier, a guy was playing pool on the table next to us, and then he left, and then came back, and oh my god, the place absolutely stunk of weed.
Yeah, well, I mean, fair enough.
No, it wasn't fair enough.
Okay, it wasn't fair enough.
I was like, do that in your own time, dude.
The Beat says it's Christmas for stoners. Fair enough. Well, he did do it in his own time. He went outside. What more do you want?
Okay, do it somewhere where I don't have to smell you.
But he went outside. What more do you want?
For me not to smell you.
Some
I reckon I was getting high off the fumes.
people are never happy, no matter what you do. You got told that stuff does shit to the brain. Says, well, Beats and Tapes will attest to that. The man buys himself house sheets.
Mm,
I mean,
yeah, we keep telling him not to, but he's too past it.
Beats says Speaker's Corner will be packed. Always is on 420, baby. Right, I think you've got to push it for a little further. Even I don't know. BR Brick says maybe it's Maybelline, maybe it's autocorrect. Right.
Oh no!
What did you do?
Oh, sorry, it was Lumiere.
Oh, look at that. You can show them.
I will. Can you give me a second, Ben?
I will give you a second.
Thank you.
Lumiere fell down.
Oh god.
Yes, it's meant to just swing. Swing free. Swing low.
I don't feel very secure.
It looks really good though. Tiana says no Gaston. Well, perhaps Gaston will appear in tomorrow's.
Gaston died.
So, if you are enjoying these shows, please don't forget to leave a like. Please consider becoming a member from just 99 pence a month. However, we will be back tomorrow, probably just after 7 p.m. 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, if you're over there in the United States. Chrissy's still fiddling with her chandelier. She's having a little fiddle around with it. I mean, this thing's nowhere near ready. Nowhere near ready.
That's just because, you know, I get it's got to be neat.
Oh, there we go. It's nice and neat now. Your membership is running out on the 24th of April, is it, Tiana? I best do another member show between now and then, though.
Lumiere and the Beast are dancing.
So they are.
Ah.
Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme.
He actually just looks like he's about to beat Lumiere with
with a mirror
a mirror.
or a
yeah.
frying pan,
Yeah.
really.
Come here. Oh. You ruined it. Get back here! They're just sort of in a chase.
Once again, the vertical stream has just died a death, and I don't get it. But
Oh, I think we've only got one more bag in this book.
yes, because there are 2 books.
There are 2 books.
But boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on the vertical stream, we are going to say goodnight to you right now. So, good night, vertical stream. Bye. And that's the vertical stream down. And then over here on the horizontal stream, once again, BR Brick says, I think it's safe to say after a busy day work or Lego Builds live streams and lukewarm leftovers, we all just want to play with our chandelier. And you know what? I think we all do.
No, my OCD was getting the better of me.
And with that,
you know, like little tiny bits.
and with that little nugget of wisdom,
Oh,
we hope we
neck
will
ache.
see you all back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Smile and wave.